guys, welcome back to the Casuals presented by MF Media. All right, so today is October 11th, moving into October 12th at some point. This will be uploaded October 12th. We're going to start a new format. Okay. We've run into some issues just between scheduling and Carson's computer can't handle editing, so I got to handle that. And
Sucks.
crazy schedules lead to crazy stuff that I can't deal with. So we're gonna break it down. It's gonna become a 2 episode a week podcast. We're working towards on Mondays. We're gonna record, release on Tuesdays, and the Tuesday recording is gonna include a college football review and an NFL review. We'll record on Wednesday nights, release it to you guys on Thursday. It'll be the pick'em for the week, and then it'll include big news across all sports. Obviously, unless something breaks, which we're going to get into right after this, because something did break and it's huge. The biggest thing for us is, we're going to spread everything out. We'll probably include a segment like we did with Nick. That's going to be up on our YouTube by the time this is uploaded. So the goal here is to, break everything down and make it more watchable for you guys, shorter podcast episodes and roll through that. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into let's start with Monday Night Football and
Yeah,
then we'll
one
get
thing.
into go ahead.
I think maybe on Wednesdays, maybe we could bring someone on every week just for the Wednesdays.
Agreed. Agreed. I think that could be something we do
That could be
for
like
sure.
a weekly
For
Wednesday thing.
sure. I think Wednesdays are going to be, we'll cover the news and we'll get our pick 'em in, but we'll always try to have a guest on. I think that'll be the best setup and hopefully you guys are interested in those.
Yeah,
Go
I like
back
that.
and check out the YouTube and look at the segment with Nick. Really exciting stuff. I got robbed. It's whatever.
Just go watch the video.
Um,
It was
so
fun.
let's roll into it because Monday Night Football was awesome. You know, um, the Colts dominated early, and they were up 22-3 with 3:06 left in the third. Turn around and give Lamar and Mark Andrews the crown, okay? Because that might be the most lethal combo in this week's football. I mean,
I don't know. Dawson Knox is a beast too.
what do you catch? One touchdown? Nothing. Here's what happened. 25-9 with 12 minutes left. Rodrigo Blankenship kicks a field goal. 12 minutes left in the fourth. Whole game. 12 minutes left in the game. They're down 25-9. That's two scores. Two scores where you need 2 points. You need 4 extra points somewhere. You know what I
Right.
mean? So Lamar connects with Mark Andrews twice. The first time is a touchdown and a 2 point, both to Mark Andrews with 9:38 left, 25-17. Move along a little further. Another touchdown in the final drive. Touchdown and a 2 point, 39 seconds left on the clock, 25-25. Let's go to overtime. Let's see some extra football, some free football. Can't beat it. Then Lamar hits Hollywood in OT. 31-25. Give me a final.
How many did
And
Lamar have in fantasy?
oh, I
Must
I heard mentions of 50. He had
nice.
350 yards and 4 touchdowns. So and he probably ran all over the place.
Wow.
The thing out of this too is like it's gonna get pushed under the rug because of what the Ravens did is Jonathan Taylor. I
Yeah,
think over
he
a
went
hundred
off.
of I want to say like 70 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown, and then a couple receptions for a decent amount of yards and a receiving touchdown. I mean, we're looking at 30 fantasy points in our league. I got beat by him. So
Oof.
Pittman, another good night. Like 95 yards and a touchdown on 7 targets, 6 catches.
That was waiver wire out of the year potentially. Well, Cordero Patterson, but
It wasn't waiver wire.
you
I
didn't
drafted
draft
him.
Pitt. No, you didn't.
I drafted Pittman.
Ew,
I
really?
drafted Pittman in almost every league because I really liked him.
Ah, wow.
We can go back and check VODs, baby. We can go back and check VODs. So the story that broke though, let's let Monday Night Football, great game. The Ravens look legit. That was huge, big nuts stuff out of the Ravens. Um, The Colts suck, man. I don't know what to say about the Colts anymore. They're 1-4 going into week 6. It's like at a
They've been
certain
in a
point,
few
it's just
games, so
they've been in almost every one of their games. So something's got to click. Something's got to shift. Good offense, just defense choked it on this one. Let's move into the big story that's going to cover a lot of news for the next
yeah.
2 weeks, probably. John Gruden resigned probably two
Okay,
and a half
now
hours ago.
he resigned, but he was gonna get fired either way,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. He was
So
fired.
that's just the easier way on his part of being like, "Oh, I resigned. I didn't get fired. I wanted to back away." But now, dude, whatever you say won't do it justice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the comments he made are intolerable in today's society, whether they're from 2011 or you know 2015 or whenever they were from. It doesn't matter. He said the wrong things. I don't care if the language was acceptable at one point. I don't care if he used to call people who lied. They said they had rubber lips. You know exactly what you were doing when you called the NFLPA executive director. When you said that about him, you knew exactly what you were saying using the F slur. You knew exactly what you were doing. Um, Talking shit about people who kneeled for the flag. I mean, you knew exactly what you were doing in the moment, and you thought that I'm just some analyst. Nobody's gonna care if it comes out. It's never gonna come out. These are private emails, and then turn around and here you are. This is why you're not gonna have a job anymore.
Now, what
It's as simple as
happened?
that.
Like, how did it get leaked? Like, I don't really know the extent.
All of these emails were with the Brandon Allen, the Washington football. That might not be his first name. The Washington football team's president that got fired in 2018. So all of his emails were looked at as part of the investigation, and I guess Freedom of Information
Oh,
Act. I think the New York Times picked it up and saw all the Gruden stuff and was like, "Oh, well, we're gonna leak all this."
ah,
Yeah. So
you know what, dude? It's karma.
whatever. I mean, he was talking shit about female referees. It's like, who cares, dude? They're calling the game. If they call the game right, they call the game right.
There's no
It's
difference. I mean, they're
no, yeah.
trained to do
I'm
the
all
same thing.
for if you want to turn around and say, well, he's older and he should get away with more. That's not true.
No.
So, um, it's intolerable and it's bad behavior and
Yeah.
it's just not the right setting. Like
It's
he has the only openly gay NFL player in the
he
NFL on
does,
his
yeah.
team, and you want to try to defend yourself for using the F slur. So I'm out on that. Good thing he
Yeah,
resigned. I'm glad he
it's
resigned. He should have been. I wish he just would have been fired, just for the sake of it. Would have been more fulfilling, I guess.
would
Yeah,
have
they got
felt
for
better.
fired. Yeah,
It's sad though. Okay, not sad, but I really liked Gruden as an analyst, as even a coach,
yeah.
and
Like
especially an
from a
analyst. You
week
know what I
from a
mean?
week ago, before any of this stuff came out, I would have said he was a great coach. He was a great analyst. Like he was good at his job. It's just when you have that job, you have to be better about the person you are.
You have to be better. Yeah.
And he wasn't. He's not a good. I mean, that just makes him not a good person. So we'll move on though. I mean, I think that's gonna keep getting covered by people. We'll find out more most likely by Wednesday, by next episode.
Yeah.
So
What
we'll keep
it's
talking about it if other stuff comes up. But
he
that's
set an
I think that's all we
example
have to say
though.
about it.
So I
Is
mean,
condemn the shit out of it.
other coaches are going to be watching what they say through email. So
Yeah.
he was the guinea
Yeah.
pig. So
Yeah.
that's good for the league, I guess.
Yep. Let's move into college football review because college football was an absolute shit show this weekend.
Yeah,
It's a mess.
Bama's ranked 5 now, dude.
Yeah, so we'll get into the AP poll and we'll talk about the AP poll as soon as we get through the games themselves that caused what we're seeing in the AP poll. First of all, Alabama, Texas A&M.
It
Final
just
score
can't
38.
happen.
Yeah, 38-41. Alabama only led this game for a combined 3 minutes.
That's
They
just
led it for 1
so
minute in the
crazy.
first quarter. They led it for 2 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Hmm.
Texas A&M manhandled Alabama. Simple as that. They
I
stuck
didn't
with
even
them the
look.
entire way. Didn't even waver.
Um, What did is Texas A&M in the top 25 by chance?
I did not look. I looked at the top. Well, I just looked at the top 10. I would assume that they got in somewhere. They're 3-2 now, I want to say. I mean 3-3, maybe 4-2. Like you also can't put them in the top 25. Just
You
they beat
can't.
number one. So I mean you
I
have
don't
to, but
know.
it's weird. It's
I gotta
weird.
look.
Yeah, yeah,
Curious.
yeah. You go ahead and look. I'll read off.
Okay.
So Texas A&M scored the game tying touchdown with 3 minutes left. They forced a 3-and-out against Alabama, which is a huge stop. March down, kick a 28-yarder. No time left on the clock. Zeros across the board. Win the game 41-38. Just electric stuff. You got it?
Yeah. So they are ranked 21. They're 4-2.
I mean, that's right where they should be, if we're being
Right.
honest.
Yeah.
You beat number one. Like, yeah, you have two losses, two bad losses, but well, no, I mean they lost one to Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I don't know whether their other loss I think is an upset,
I can't
but
remember.
yeah, I don't know. Just keep covering the games really. Number 2 UGA versus number 18 Auburn. 34-10. UGA just manhandled them.
Yeah.
Like UGA just showed why they're UGA now and why they're a
They
legitimate
showed
contender.
why they're number one.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
in
you
the
just
country.
you just took the number 18 team in the country and beat them 34-10. They stepped in your end zone in like the fourth quarter. Like
Yeah.
they just their defense is unreal.
That's domination. UGA is
Speaking of
definitely the
dominant
best team.
defenses, Penn State and Iowa faced off in Iowa City, 20-23. Penn State was up 17-10 going in the second half. Biggest issue here, Sean Clifford left in the second quarter.
That just hurt, dude.
And I don't know if you watched this game,
I was
but
at
that
work and
backup,
I was watching it.
that backup is dog shit. Dog shit. I could have. I think I could have stepped in and done a better job. I mean, you see me play some 7-on-7. I'm kind of elite.
And yeah, I have seen you, and it's nothing impressive.
That's just false. You let me know when you can throw a football more than 30 yards, then you can call me unimpressive.
Well, I can't throw a football in general.
I know. I mean, I can throw
But
50-yard dots,
yeah,
which I did.
I'm the only one that can catch your passes.
Dude, I think you're thinking of the wrong 7-on-7 game.
Not.
I mean,
we were not on a team.
We were bringing out like JJ and Adam Randall to those games. So
You were all-time QB, huh?
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's because you can't catch.
All time.
Anyway,
Yeah, can't catch, but I could throw the shit out of a football. So Iowa scored 13 unanswered points after Penn State scored in the third quarter. They scored early in the third quarter to make it 20-10. And then they came back and scored 13 unanswered. Iowa interception on the final drive sealed the game. And Iowa stormed the field. They were favorites.
yeah.
They were the higher ranked team.
Yeah.
They were at home.
Exactly.
They
They're
were
excited. They
favorites.
just beat number 4.
Who
Penn
storms a
State,
field
and
after who storms a field as the favorite? That's just dumb.
it's not
You were
dumb.
expected to win that game.
No. So how about the Cavs against the Warriors 2016? Court got stormed.
Are you talking about a championship game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a championship.
Okay. So with your reasoning, if this game was a championship game,
Yeah, storm the field.
and then storm the field.
Tear down the goalposts.
Okay.
If you just won the whole thing, tear down the goalpost. I'm all for it.
It might as well have been a championship game. That was an electric football
Come
game.
on, dude. You're going to have to play him again in a couple weeks.
That's the point, dude. That's why the Chiefs-Bills game was so big, because they know they're going to meet each other in the playoffs, and that's going to determine who's home field advantage.
Are they going to meet each other in the playoffs?
Well, you know
Chiefs
what?
the Chiefs got to learn how to play defense.
They're 2-3. They
We'll get to that. They're rough. They're still last in the division, by the way.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah, that's
Sad.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but how do you feel about the Penn State loss, real quick?
I'll get
second.
I'll bounce into it
All
when we
right.
get to the AP rankings because that's
Okay.
where I have the biggest issue. I don't have an issue with the loss. We lost our quarterback. And if Sean Clifford was in that game, Penn State wins. Easy.
I agree. No, I agree.
Easy decision. I mean that
You
backup
guys were
came in and just
dominating.
made no reads.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It was always just, hey, this is the receiver you're gonna hit when he gets open. He'd get
Just the
open for
hot
a half a
routes. Yeah.
second and not hit the hot route. And it's like, well, there you go.
All right.
Number 6, Oklahoma at number 21, Texas is our next big game.
Electric football game.
55-48, Oklahoma over Texas. 41-23, 2:45 in the third quarter. Okay. So about 17 minutes left in the game, 41-23.
Yep.
You're probably wondering, what? Like, how this happened? Oklahoma scored 25 unanswered
Unanswered. Yeah.
in, let me do some math here, 10 minutes. 10 minutes of regulation. They scored 25 unanswered points, made it 48-41 with 7:10 left in the fourth. Then
Unbelievable.
Texas ties it with a minute 23 left. Oklahoma turns around and goes, oh, we'll score.
Yeah. And we'll leave you 3 seconds left.
Yeah. You just throw a Hail Mary from 80 yards out.
That's about all you got.
Yeah, maybe. We'll just squib it. Call a game.
Electric
Biggest
game.
story out of this game, though, Spencer Rattler is done.
Benched, huh?
This dude was supposed to be like God sent for Oklahoma. Was supposed to be that guy, and he's gone, benched,
For
done
now.
so. No, dude, that backup's that backup's all 25 of these points.
But you go through practice, and I don't know, dude. It's you
I
never
think
know.
I think Spencer Rattler doesn't see the field again unless this other guy gets hurt.
It's
Because
very
that other,
possible.
I think it's Caleb Williams. Might be butchering that. I don't know. I didn't look. I just know Spencer Rattler got benched. He should have gotten benched in the West Virginia game 2 weeks ago. But
Well, then, yeah, maybe they found their guy.
I'm just saying. Another huge game. The last big game we're going to talk about. Arkansas at Ole Miss. 13 against 17. 51-52 Ole Miss.
Crazy, dude.
Here's how much of an offensive explosion this game was. Can you guess how many punts there were this game?
Not many, Mike.
How many punts are in a normal game, you think? Like 10?
In a normal college football game, yeah.
Yeah, normal college football game, about 10, right?
Yeah, I'd say
There were 5.
give or take.
There were 5 in this game.
Yeah.
And then there was a fumble, there was a missed field goal, there was an interception, and there was 1 turnover on downs. So 9 possessions did not result in a touchdown or a field goal.
Or a punt.
Insane.
You see what I mean?
True. Largest lead was 10, and that was early in the third. That's as big as the gap got. It was a battle.
It's one of those games you just love to watch from beginning to end.
Yeah, it was just it's one of those where like it's almost like sometimes you just need to go watch a baseball game where like each team hits like 6 bombs.
Right.
It doesn't happen, but it's nice to watch.
Right.
Like it's just homer after homer. You don't care that the pitchers suck. That's not what you're focused on. You're focused on the fact that they're out there getting railed.
That's a great analogy, Mike. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm proud of
It's a
you.
good baseball analogy. It's crazy. I use baseball. So Arkansas scored the game tying touchdown with a minute 22 left. Ole Miss answered with a go-ahead touchdown just 15 seconds later. 2 plays for 75 yards, a minute 07 left in the game. Then Arkansas goes back and scores again inside a minute. I mean, in that minute 7, they scored with no time left on the clock, all zeros, and they go for 2. What are we doing?
Well, I don't know. It's just one of those. It's one of those things where if you get it, you're a hero, and if you miss it, you're an idiot. You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean, that's fair.
So
That's totally fair.
It's just one of
college
those
football.
things.
Exciting this week.
Worked for Detroit. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
Well, then again, it didn't. But we'll get into
How many
that.
wins you guys got?
Oh, we're getting into that, Mike. We're getting into it. We're getting into it.
Let's finish up college with let's just review this top 10. This AP poll is terrible. Just dog shit. Number 1, Georgia. No shit. Number 2, Iowa. Fair.
Sure.
Number 3, Cincinnati. One quality win. One quality win against Notre Dame. We're counting that as they're legit.
We'll go with it.
Okay.
We'll go with
Number
it.
4, Oklahoma. I don't like it. I don't like it. They almost lost to West Virginia. Like they have all 6 of their they have like 2 or 3 good wins. Like, I mean, yeah, they just beat 21, but like that was a nail biter.
So who takes their spot?
It's fair. They're 6-0. I gotta give them credit. They're 6-0.
You know what I mean?
They're gonna lose, so it's whatever. But they're 6-0. I gotta give them credit where it's due.
There you go.
Here's the 2 spots that I'm not a fucking fan of, and I'll tell you that much. Alabama slides to only 5.
Dude,
You just lost to an unranked team.
You did, but
You lost to an unranked team.
Do you want them to fall out of the top 25? Is that what you want?
No. Let me finish the thought.
Okay.
Because I have a problem with Ohio State at 6.
Okay.
Alabama loses to an unranked Texas A&M.
Yes.
Ohio State loses to a number 3 seed Oregon. Which one of those losses is worse?
Definitely the unranked Alabama against Texas A&M.
So right there's one fix we can make if we're gonna just focus on these 2 matchups. Ohio State leapfrog Alabama.
Is Ohio State better than Alabama?
I don't know, but Alabama's loss was to an unranked Texas A&M.
Yes,
that's my issue here. Same thing with Penn State.
You have a
Same thing with Penn
valid
State. Penn State just
argument.
lost to number 3 Iowa, who just went to number 2, and they should be 5. They should be in front of Ohio State. They should be in front of Alabama. Their loss was with a backup quarterback to a good football team that's probably going to be in the college football playoff, if not the Big Ten championship, as an undefeated contender walking in. It's as simple as that.
I don't get why you're so upset. You would just switch them around by like 1 spot.
Yeah, it makes me feel better though. I just don't like seeing SEC bias, man. That's my biggest thing. I don't like SEC bias.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah. Do you see any ACC teams on here? Not this year, but still gonna complain about SEC bias. Michigan at 7. Michigan at 8. Oregon at 9. Michigan State at 10, and then Kentucky. Carson, you're a USC fan,
dude.
What the hell is Kentucky doing right now? Because they're on a tear.
That's
the only reason I went to 11 is I had to give Kentucky credit.
And it's fair. They destroyed us, the Gamecocks, but that's not saying much. But they're 6-0. I guess it's because they're in the SEC. I was about to say, I feel like Coastal could beat the shit out of Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. So that wraps up college football. Let's move into the big boys, the varsity level, if you will.
Sorry.
How are the Lions doing? How are you feeling about the Lions?
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
I'm feeling like we should tank.
And yeah, I agree with you.
That's all I have to say.
I agree with you. Okay.
Yes. Have we been in pretty much every single football game this year? Yes.
Yeah.
But
deserve to win a couple of
them. Not this last game. We played like shit, dude.
Yeah, but the Vikings played even worse, and you guys are better than the Vikings.
Our defense stepped up. That is true, but dude, we have no passion. It's all a shit show. And if we're not going to win a game by week 5, then might as well not win at all. So
that's fair.
I
I'm
don't
right there
have
with the
anything
Bears.
much.
I'm not
Say
right there with the
anything
Bears.
more. Dude, the
The
Bears are
Bears
looking
just beat a
good,
good
man.
fucking team. Good fucking win. Fields is coming around. I love it. Love to see it.
He's
Damian
banged
Williams.
up though.
He is, man. That rib injury's kind of coming around. He's getting hit hard lately. Our O line still sucks. Damian Williams, gross.
Yeah.
My bad on that one, by the way. I said go Chuba because I didn't think our game plan would be to run for
Well, it
100
didn't matter
yards.
anyway because I ended up picking up Alexander Madison. I
Mm,
benched both Williams and Hubbard, so
wow. Wow.
yeah, I know.
But he's good. I think they're gonna share carries more when Demont gets back, which is bad for Demont owners, but I like it as a Bears fan. Defense was dominant, and we'll get to that later.
Defense is always dominant, dude.
Yeah, I know. Big games of the week. I got 4 games listed here as things I would call big games, and I'll explain why they're big games. Jets at Falcons, what I'm referring to as the London Toilet Bowl.
Nice. Nice.
The only reason this was a good game, a big game for me, 9:30 in the morning. I woke up
Dude,
and there was football on television, baby. There's nothing better. There's
it's
nothing better.
so good because by the time
So
it
good.
ends, it's like 12:30, and you're like, oh my
Yeah,
god, I got
you're
one
like,
o'clock
okay,
game.
let me heat up some lunch and then I'm ready for football.
Mm, so good. That was the best idea that NFL's ever
It,
had, dude.
I mean, it was a good game. It was okay. I think Atlanta dominated the whole way.
Yeah.
They're up 17-0 early in the second, 20-3 going into the half. Jets got it back to 17-20. 7 minutes left in the game. I mean, that's reachable. But then
Atlanta
Atlanta
did
scored
what
a
they do
touchdown.
best and let teams right back into the game at the end.
Yeah, nothing new in the second half of this one.
But
Um,
yeah,
I got another one. Pats and Texans, Houston Toilet Bowl. That's what I'm calling this one. Uh,
two shitty teams.
yeah, the game opened with, and here's just a definition of what we were doing, why it's a toilet bowl. Game opened with 3 touchdowns. It was Texans, New England, Texans.
Texans.
Huh?
Yeah, I was agreeing with you. I said Texans, Pats, Texans.
Yeah, that was the order.
Yeah.
None of the extra points were made on those 3 touchdowns. None of them.
That just sums up their team, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like immediately I'm just clicking over to a different game. I don't care how competitive this one was. I'm just clicking over to a new one.
I'm
It's
with you.
just 3 missed PATs. I'm just like, you know what? Let's go watch somebody else mix kicks. And we'll get to that in a second.
Like we were trying to watch some kicks, dude.
Yeah. Pats ended up tying it with 9:31 left, tied at 22. Then it kind of went back and forth. Nobody could really get anything going. Nick Folk puts a chip shot up. 15 seconds left. Ball game. Just it's a good ball game to watch. Kind of competitive, but it was also kind of shitty. Davis Mills looked really good. I like Davis Mills.
No, you can't just say that after one game, right? You can't just
No,
say
I
you
mean,
like
like I'm
Davis
saying, I
Mills.
like the way he played in this game.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was an impressive outing. The Pats defense is good.
Yeah, well, it's a lot better with Stephon Gilmore. Oh wait,
It is. Yeah, we'll cover that Thursday. That horse shit. Bill Belichick's a moron sometimes. But I found Brady. What's he doing now? He's throwing for 5 touchdowns on other teams. But we'll get to that. Browns and Chargers. I think this was game of the week.
1,000%.
Yeah, this was game of the week by
100%.
100%. Back and forth whole time. Largest lead was 2 touchdowns, 14 points, 27-13. Browns were up. They scored on the opening drive of the second half. They scored a touchdown, made it 27-13.
That fourth quarter was.
I mean, I got it.
quarter.
I just literally like when I was writing the script, I'm like tick, 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 tick. Like it's just bullets of like what happened. The Chargers come down 27-21 going into the fourth quarter. And I want to say Mike Williams caught that touchdown to tie it. I mean, to get him to 27-21.
In the fourth quarter, Eckler
No, no,
scored
no.
3 touchdowns.
In the third quarter,
Third quarter, it was Mike
going into the
Williams.
fourth, it was Mike Williams. Okay, so then the fourth quarter, here's what we got. Mike Williams touchdown. Now it's 27-28 with 11:22 left. Turn around, David Njoku, 71-yard touchdown with a two-pointer, 35-28 Pats. No, sorry. I read Njoku and read Pats for some reason.
Browns.
35-28 Browns, 10:40 left in the game. Turn around, Eckler touchdown, tie ball game at 35, 7:24 left. Kareem Hunt stole another fucking touchdown, 42-35.
Don't get me started. I played Kareem Hunt, man.
I hate him. I hate him so much. 42-35 Cleveland, 4:45 left in the game. Another one for Eckler, touchdown catch this time. Failed 2-point conversion, 42-41, 3:15 left in the game. Then they get a stop. Eckler gets another touchdown run, 2-point conversion failed again, 42-47, minute 31 left. Baker incompletion on 4th and 10 from their own 46, 14 seconds left. The second-year quarterback, who is an MVP candidate, walks out, gets into victory formation, walks away with a win.
Dude, that man Herbert's something else, dude.
Herbert's gross.
Dude,
This podcast has been high on Herbert since day one.
Day one.
Said draft him. Said draft him. So draft him early. Draft him early. Draft him early. You want a quarterback? You want to just hold on quarterbacks? Cool. Get Herbert early. You're set. He's disgusting.
He's so gross.
Disgusting.
I'll give him MVP. That's my vote.
Yeah. I think right now, him or Josh Allen.
I
I think Josh Allen's too good at the game of football, but
I think Tom Brady is
Tom Brady might win MVP at the crisp old age of 76. He's spry.
But he just
that's the word we got to use for Tom Brady these days. He's that old. You got to start calling him spry.
I'm gonna start calling him Grandpa.
Yeah.
Grandpa Brady.
Oh man, that's crazy. Okay. Now my favorite one. What I like to call kicker's delight. 20 this is fucking shit show.
Cracks her up.
25-22 final in overtime. It was a decent back and forth game going into the fourth. It was 22-14 to open up the fourth quarter. Bengals answered with a touchdown, 22-22, 3:27 left. Here's where this shit hit the fan immediately. I don't know if a tornado rolled through while they were kicking these field goals or something, but Mason Crosby goes 36-yarder, misses it, 2:14 left in the game. Give the ball to the Bengals. Bengals march. McPherson tries to bang a 57-yarder, which his 57-yarder and his 49-yarder would have been good from 75. They were
right?
Bomb. No, I'm just saying they were bombs.
Okay, because it shows like what it's good for.
I didn't see that. His 49-yarder hit the top, hit that flag that waves on the
flag, right?
Like,
he
dude,
thought
those
it was
are
in too.
Bombs. Those are bombs. But he misses a 57-yarder with 26 seconds. Turn around. Rodgers throws one pass, gets it over the middle, spikes it. Here comes Mason Crosby to win it. 51-yarder, no time left on the clock. Yanked it. It was fucking amazing to watch.
Crosby did that. I think it was against the Lions, actually. I think he missed like 3.
Dude, he is not good anymore.
He's not. Well, he just goes on. It's like the game of golf, dude. One day he shoots 78, and the next day he'll shoot a fucking 100, dude. He's not as consistent as you.
Cool thing is, neither of those are professional scorers, and this guy's a professional kicker.
Right.
So that kind of speaks to your point. Yeah. So we go to overtime. Bengals start with the ball. Joe Burrow immediately hands the ball to Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know where he was throwing it.
No, I have no idea where that ball was going. Then Crosby turns around and misses a 40-yarder to win it.
Unbelievable.
What the fuck happened?
Dude,
Let's turn around
They ran
again.
out of Skittles or something.
The Bengals march down the field. McPherson lines up a 49-yarder off the flag to the left of the
Misses.
pole. Give the ball back to Aaron Rodgers. Turn
See,
around. Rodgers makes like 2 completions. It's third down. Nobody cares anymore. Mason Crosby bangs a 49-yarder.
dude, you see what so apparently Rogers went over to the special teams coach and he's like, dude, is Mason gonna make this? And he was like, yeah. He's like, do you think so? And Rogers was like, yeah. And then he ended up actually making it. But Rogers was a little pessimistic in his own kicker there, but he
So
tried to play it
excited. I'm
off and
so
say
excited
he
for him
was
to go to
confident.
Pittsburgh,
But
dude.
yeah, me
So
too.
excited for him to go to Pittsburgh. Get him the fuck out of the NFC.
Yes
North.
and no, because Nolan's just gonna.
Yeah, I don't want to hear from Nolan about
I
it.
don't want to hear it, but it's better than him being in the NFC North.
Yep.
So
Better than him being there. So I had 3 games that I considered too close for comfort. And 2 of them, I don't know which team it's too close for comfort for. The Broncos at Steelers. This comes down to Teddy Bridgewater threw an interception in the end zone on 4th and goal, down 8. Is that too close to comfort for the Steelers, or should the
No.
Broncos have won this game?
No, I don't
Is it kind of
know
neither? You think
because
it's neither?
it's neither because
I think it's too. I think the Broncos are too bad of a team. I think the
Broncos
Broncos are
didn't play
frauds.
anyone
They're
for
frauds.
their
The
record. to
Broncos
be-
are the Broncos are complete frauds.
They are
But the
frauds.
Steelers are like playing such a bad year that like you
This-
have to beat this team by more than that.
They just don't have any spark on the offensive end. Their
Yeah.
their
Well,
defense
Big Ben is
carries them.
fucking garbage,
Oh, he's bad. He actually
So
had his
bad.
best game of the year.
which
in
is
this game.
sad because it was like 12 fantasy points.
240. It was no, he had like 240 and 2 touchdowns.
But he had a pick, didn't he?
I think he had a pick.
And a fumble. He definitely had a fumble. Don't know if he had the pick.
I think he had a pick. I don't know, but regardless, he
Either
probably had
way.
a turnover or 2.
Like 14 points in fantasy.
And yeah,
And that's his best one. The Eagles at the Panthers. Sam Darnold, Jets Darnold, reared his head for some reason. Don't know where he came out. Don't know where he came from. But Sam Darnold should work on getting rid of him.
he was
Threw a
reminiscent.
pick. Threw a pick with a minute 57 left in the game. Down 3.
Yeah,
Can't do that.
I said this like
Can't
a
do
few
that.
weeks ago, dude. The Panthers, dude, they weren't
They're kind of-
that team.
I hate
They
that.
weren't.
Yeah. My
However,
take was,
CMC has been
it's
out.
come back to bite me. Yeah, exactly. CMC's coming back this week, so
Mhm.
it's huge. Lions and Vikings. I said all due respect, but the Lions shouldn't be on the road competing like they did in this game. I don't think the Lions should be in this game like they were.
Which I agree with and disagree with because I agree with it. Our defense actually played another good game, just like they did last week, which is surprising because we don't have
We scored 24 last week.
what
Wasn't last week the Bears?
yes.
We scored 24.
Okay,
I wouldn't call that a good game.
It wasn't last
The
week.
week
It
before
was-
when you guys play when you lost on the Tucker field goal. That was a
No.
good defensive game. You only gave up 16 to
Yep.
an
That's what
elite
I meant.
Baltimore defense.
Anyway, so yeah,
Baltimore
our
offense.
defense showed up against a really good, Minnesota offense. But then again, like, dude, we were touchdownless until midway through the 4th.
Yeah. I mean, there's just some kinks to
just
work out, and Jared
bad.
Goff looks like shit.
He's the most sluggish human being on planet Earth, bro. If someone comes within like 5 yards of him, he's like, oh my God, let me just fall down. And dude,
He's bad.
I wish
He's bad. So with the too close for comfort games, let's move into the ass beatings of the week. Dolphins at Bucks. 17-45 Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks.
Brady had
ran over.
5 fucking touchdowns. I don't know what you want me to do. AB caught 2 of them.
Love to see it.
I'll give you credit where credit's due. Fournette ran 1 in. Cool. Saints at
Mike
Washington.
Evans had a couple. Yeah.
Yeah. Did Mike Evans have 2? Or do you have 1? I thought it was one and Cameron Brate had the other.
Right? Might have had one. I don't know.
Well, there was five,
Um,
so I'm missing one somewhere. Saints at Washington.
yeah,
Not a bad day. 33-22. Saints. Jameis, four TDs. Four TDs. I said TDs the first time. I don't know why I did that.
yeah.
Kamara.
Jameis went off.
Yeah,
Kamara went
Kamara
off.
ran one in. Marquez Callaway caught two of them. And he had like 115 yards or something.
About time, dude. That dude was a
Really?
stud in preseason, bro.
Yeah. Titans at Jags, 37-19. And I'm not going to comment on anything besides this. King motherfucking Henry.
That's it, because Tannehill sucked cock, so I don't like
29
that.
carries, 130 yards, three touchdowns.
That's
That'll
just
do it.
that's like a
That
typical stat
that
line for
beats
him.
that beats most football teams any given week.
Yep. Yeah, he's an animal.
I mean, he alone would have beat. I think if you let him kick, he definitely could have made two of the kicks and won this game. All he needed was to make two out of three.
We've seen him throw
Giants,
on
yeah,
flea flickers.
there you go. Giants, Cowboys, 20-44. Dak, 302 and 3. Zeke, 21 carries, 110 yards, touchdown. But let's get into this real quick. Is
Yeah.
anyone on the Giants healthy?
Their backup quarterback, I think.
Which
Hopefully.
is
Mike
Mike
Glennon.
Glennon. Yeah, not good. I would actually rather Mike Glennon get hurt if I were a Giants fan. Some third string comes in. I'll take Kendall Hinton at quarterback before I take Mike Glennon.
Yeah, and rest in peace,
I really hope you.
Saquon.
Yeah. I mean, it's a low ankle sprain, so hopefully he's back in like 2 weeks. Hopefully he keeps his head up and keeps playing. But I'm predicting
But
I'm predicting an Andrew Luck situation.
that it's a little soon
Personally,
for Barkley, I think.
I agree.
But I do think this injury,
I think he's
even though
definitely
it's
getting
probably
there.
2 weeks, it's gonna take a toll, and he's gonna
Just
be thinking about it. Like, dude, like
ACL right
his
in the
doctors are
ankle.
probably telling him, like, bro, if you keep
You gotta be
getting
careful.
hit and hurt like this, like it's gonna take a toll on your body. So I don't want to see a luck situation,
No.
but it's it's getting there.
On the luck note, prayers up for Daniel Jones.
Yeah, yeah.
Big time. I mean,
That was a big hit.
I love Daniel Jones, just because he's a Duke guy. But as like a quarterback, I'm not a huge fan. But this was rough to watch.
Yeah,
I mean, he
got
got
rocked.
hard, dude, and then gets up and tries to, and then just falls. Like that
Yeah.
is never good to see
Oh.
in anything. Yeah, Kenny Galladay and Rodarius Williams. Rodarius Williams is a rookie. Galladay left with a knee injury. Williams was carted off with a knee injury.
What's
Their
new
team's
for
just falling
KG?
apart.
Yeah,
Team's just falling apart. Last ass beating, even though I said I'd call the Bears over the Raiders an ass beating, because you know it was. Bills at Chiefs. Bills at Chiefs. Chiefs are dog water, possibly. And the Bills are really good, which is why I picked them to win the AFC and win the Super
Bills
Bowl.
are really good.
And I think we have 2 more weeks before we readdress the divisions and our predictions. So
yeah,
we'll
and
get into
that's
that
gonna
soon.
hurt me because my
It is.
preseason prediction had Kansas City
It is.
going to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah, I had the Bills, so we
in
just
the
saw
one
how
seed,
that's gonna go.
they still might go to the Super Bowl, but I had them in the one seed.
Definitely
so
not the one seed.
It's not gonna happen.
Allen 315, 3 touchdowns, and he picked up a rushing touchdown. Dawson Knox, what the fuck? Three
I don't know.
catches for 117 yards and a touchdown.
That's supposed to be Diggs' job, dude.
Emmanuel Sanders, waiver
That
wire of
too.
the week. Waiver wire of the week, baby. Picked him up last minute. Caught 2 TDs for me. Did I lose this week? You're damn right I did. But I had a good waiver wire pickup.
But you started him too? Wow.
Yeah. Started him with flex. I didn't trust Pittman against Baltimore. I didn't expect Wentz to do what he did. Which either way it would have worked out. They both had like 18 points each. Yeah. If anything, I should have started him over fucking Thielen, but we'll get to that bullshit. The NFC West was a fucking snooze fest this week. Thursday night game
What do
was
you mean
boring.
snooze fest? You
Thursday
didn't
night
like
game
the
was
games?
boring. I thought Thursday night game was boring.
No,
26-17. I mean, there was a little bit of action, but it was kind of boring. Russ went down. I will admit the Geno Smith shit was awesome. Love seeing
dude,
Geno Smith.
I love seeing him pop off
Yeah, Geno
for the
Smith was
most
fun to
part.
watch.
Yeah, I
But
like
the 49ers and Cardinals game was definitely boring.
that was a snooze fest.
10-17. Kyler, we'll get to it. That's
We're getting to it right now, actually. So
we're getting to it right now. We're going into studs and duds, and we're closing out the episode on that. Studs and duds of the week. My studs, Davis Mills, 312 and 3 touchdowns. That's a great
well.
day. Great
It's a
day
great
from a
day.
quarterback. Second stud, Kadarius Toney. Did he catch a touchdown? No.
No,
Instead, he caught 10 receptions for 189 yards. Do I remember what team he plays for? No, I don't.
plays for the Giants.
Giants. I knew it.
Yeah.
Duds.
They need him to step up because KG
They do.
can't stay on the field. Neither can
And Shepard can't catch.
So
Yeah.
Good to
The
see
duds.
that.
Duds of the week. Kyler Murray, man. Fuck you. 239 and one touchdown. Both of these guys are on my fantasy team, by the way, where I lost by 15, 20 points, I think. Not
I
even.
typically tend to do that for my studs and duds too. Kind of pick them
Like,
from
I lost. Oh, wait. That's weird. Hawkinson's back. I'm just
Fuck
saying.
you.
I'm just saying. Kyler Murray, 239 and one, and then Thielen, 2 catches for 40 yards. He had 3 targets.
Dude.
Both targets that were for a catch were on the final drive for 40 yards. Like, maybe Kirk, you should fucking look in his direction one time.
His first catch came with like I think like
Yeah,
it
like
was
a
on the
minute
final
left.
drive. No, it was
on
like
the final
there was
drive. That's what
37
I'm saying.
seconds left. Yeah.
Both of his catches were on the final drive. He literally caught both
Dude.
of his passes for 40 yards on the final drive. It's like, maybe Kirk, you should look his fucking way. It'll help you win.
Jefferson was the only person who even caught a ball.
He left in the second half.
Yeah.
He didn't play half the fucking game.
And they went to their fucking new tight end, the white boy. Yeah,
It's
but
terrible,
he had a
man.
bad day.
It's just so stupid. And like, I know it's not Thielen's fault. It's what's his face's fault. It's Kirk's. And I'm gonna continue to blame Kirk.
You don't like Kirk, do you?
No, dude, I fucking hate Kirk. Prime time little bitch.
Well,
Let's hear your studs and duds.
I got a couple studs. They're actually both on the Chargers. Eckler, dude,
Which is
2
fair.
total touchdowns,
That whole team is
66
a
on the
bunch of studs.
ground, 53 on through there, all in the fourth quarter too. By the way,
That's disgusting.
I was getting beat so bad in my fantasy matchup, almost gave up, and then on my drive home, I'm just getting notification after notification. I'm like, is this real? So that was
that's
awesome.
actually so awesome.
But then again, on the flip side, I was playing against Mike Williams.
Which is never good. Never good anymore.
And dude, when I saw that he had 16 fucking targets, are you kidding me? I wrote next to it, what the fuck? Like, that is a lot of targets, especially when
So
Keenan
many.
Allen's on the football
So
field.
many.
Keenan Allen's on the football field.
You have another receiver. I mean, this is Kirk Cousins all over again, except Justin Herbert is fucking good at the game of football.
Right. Yeah. So Mike Williams ended up with
If you put Justin
eight
Herbert against the
catches.
Lions, no offense to the Lions, but he's going to score 9 touchdowns.
Put Herbert against anyone, dude.
Meanwhile,
He
I'm just
had
saying
to
the
have a bad
Lions
game.
are going to have 9. He's going to have 9. You put Kirk against the Lions in the 1 o'clock slot. Then prime time, Kirk can't even make that excuse anymore. And he does what? 1 touchdown?
He drops a dud.
2 touchdowns? A terrible game?
Yeah.
No, he had no touchdowns. Didn't
No,
Madison have both of them?
Madison ran one in, and Madison caught one, I think.
Okay. Gotcha. But he had like 150 yards also, so like he was kind of dominant there.
All right, rolling in.
Let me hear your duds. Let me hear your duds. I want to hear your duds because
Dude,
I've been arguing against Hawkinson for 2 weeks now.
I think this is my second time putting Hawkinson on the duds. Maybe not. I don't know.
It should be.
He's been a stud week 1. Anyway, yeah, 3 targets, 2 catches, 22 yards. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Jared Goff's head and why he doesn't want to throw the best player on the football field.
I don't get it
the
either.
ball.
Doesn't
Doesn't
make
make any sense to me because the fact that we run the ball against any team, our we have really good running game. Our offensive line is top 5, even when they're hurt. And you still can't find room in the play action to give to Hawkinson? Really, dude?
Yeah.
Our best wide receiver is Quintez Cephas. Nobody knows who that is. So why
No.
would you give it, Hawkinson the ball? So yeah, 3 targets, 2 catches, 22 yards. He's a dud. My other dud, just because it really just pissed me off.
I love that this is both of your fantasy.
No, it
These
is.
guys are both here. I mean, I was right there with you too.
Yeah, it's
Just like who cost me the game this week?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
you're a dud this week.
Those are the 2 guys that are duds.
And he had 69 yards, which by no means is horrible, but he had 3 targets and
Stephon Diggs is not supposed to have.
He's not supposed to have 2 catches.
He's not supposed to have 7.9 points
in
fantasy in a half PPR league. He's not supposed to have 7.9. Diggs is supposed to be a minimum 13-point guy.
And to be real, it's kind of been like that all year. Like not this bad, but like he's yet to go off for 150. He's just touchdowns.
It's one of those. It's kind of similar to Kansas City, where like they're spreading the love so much. I mean, Byron Pringle's catching a touchdown. Hardman's getting good receptions. Tyreek's not doing much. Kelsey's getting yards, but he's never getting touchdowns. He got a touchdown this week, thank God. It helped a little bit. But like we're just seeing like some of these teams.
I get it.
We have, I mean, look at DeAndre Hopkins over in Arizona too. Same deal. But
no, it's the same deal. But dude, come on, man! Like
it's annoying.
Catches,
it's annoying.
At least
you shouldn't have one of the best receivers in your league. I mean, in the league on your team, and he's not doing anything for you. Meanwhile, Cordero Patterson's catching.
Meanwhile, Cordero Patterson's throwing up 25 points a game. Yeah, like that makes sense. So, all right, well, that'll do it.
So this is going to be posted. It depends on how long this episode ended up being, which I think it's right around an hour. Probably going to post this half and half on the YouTube. The whole thing's going to go on Spotify and Anchor. And yeah, just make sure, like and follow all of our socials, MF Media Prod on all social media. Just MF Media Productions. And then just, keep checking us out. We'll be back Thursday. This should be posted tomorrow, which is Tuesday, October 12th. Next one will be coming up October 16th.
Beautiful.
All right, guys.
All right.
See you.
I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy.
Day we hustle, but the night we
OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die.